hello. Um, how are you? How is everybody? I turn on some music so we can listen, or I can listen. Good morning. Um, whatever time it is for you. I don't know math. uh, all right. Um, I my head hurts, so I'm a little bit. Well, we're not into it, but we got our tropical smoothie. Got some peanut butter. If you did not know, you can ask a tropical smoothie to give your dog a cup of peanut butter. So that's what he got. Um, Ophelia might. Well, I fed her a little bit early because I felt bad. She kept meowing at me, and I'm a sucker, so I gave her wet food early. Um, let's see. Here's something kind of funny. I posted on Reddit just a funny little baby name that I've always liked. And the amount of hate comment, well, not really hate, okay? I guess I shouldn't say like people hated on me, but the amount of negative feedback I got was a little bit funny. Um, Obviously, I don't really care. I think it's funny. um, but I think some people went a little bit far to be kind of like, ooh, it's a. Because the name that I like is Timbuktu. Now, if you saw the Reddit post, feel free to comment. If you don't care, then ignore that. I I think it's funny. I like the name. I could tell you why I like the name. It's just a silly, goofy name. Um, and so I think it's just really funny. And um, a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people thought it was in poor taste because it's a city in Mali in South Africa, so therefore it would be, I don't know. You know what though? I would never want to overstep a a line to which I should not overstep or could. So no harm, no foul. But I think a lot of people are getting a little bit more heated at my lack of knowledge. They were very confused on how I could go my whole life without looking up this Timbuktu name. Well, first of all, obviously I've looked it up, but if it's obviously I'm not going to use in my everyday life, I'm not really gonna, do some heavy research. Or at least enough research to, like, I don't know. I guess you could argue that if you look up Timbuktu, obviously you're gonna see that it's a city in. But it's good to know now. But that name started off as a joke, like an ironic joke of like, oh, like, I'm gonna name my kid Timbuktu. And then eventually people around me kept saying, well, did you want to name your kid Timbuktu? I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I guess. I mean, no, I mean, maybe, I don't know. And then the more, the more it stuck, I was like, you know what, maybe I will name him Timbuktu. And that is where it all comes down to play. Obviously, don't name your kid Timbuktu. It's not a bad name, in my opinion. Just maybe not the very bad. Silver Rose for my hamster. That was very bad. Rosemary for my bunny rabbit. Um, Lola for my fish. Uh, Twinkie. Well, I didn't name that one. And Caesar for like Julius Caesar. You know, I'm not very good at naming things. I can see a pattern. Let's see. Um, anyway. Hi, Poppy Poppy. Oh. Oh, well, I guess I should break down the game right now. So, I always go through them all. We've gotten all of these, if you want proof. Oh, well, except for family. We did not do that one, except for the vampire one. Food, fortune, knowledge. And now we're on a location. I'm not really sure why the fabulously filled one is a thing. I don't know. It's kind of irritating. It's taking a little bit longer than I would hope. So right now we're literally just waiting on the floor to get dirty. So there you have that. Um, so this is our main character, Jenna. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. I go like Jenna, like Jenna. I don't know. This is her son. He's a cool looking guy. He was a affair baby between her and the mixologist she hired at her party. And then her husband, who she's not very close with right now, they've been married since like the very, very beginning. And not long ago, but she's also obviously cheated on him, hence the child. Um, and so yeah, um, so they're in conflict. Here's a little guy who's married. I didn't know he was married. So anyway, that's we're living here because we just did another one. We just did this one, so I didn't want to move us right away. So we're just waiting on this. Um, a dust bunny. I don't know how to befriend a dust bunny. Cook 3 meals on a dirty or filthy floor. Pay for a cleaning service. A filth fiend? Okay. Um, what are you guys gonna have for breakfast? Or whatever time it is for you. Oh, so some quirky information about me. Is that really? I don't think quirk is the best terminology for it, but um, I, admittedly, I have a shopping addiction. And I think a part of it is just due to being like depressed whenever I'm just home alone on the weekends. My boyfriend travels out of town, and all my friends have their own life. And I mean, I guess there's really not much for me to do in this life I live on the weekends. 'Cause I'm not working, I'm not doing anything. So, anyway, I shop a lot. And why is this not going bad? But with that being said, um, I found this new store that I really like. Well, it's not like a store. Well, I know. What would you classify as a store? Would it be like virtually anything that. Well, you know what? Maybe we should move. Let's see. Because the next one is City Native anyway. Um. Alright, so maybe we should move. Because this house seems cursed. Um. Anyway, it's not like a store that. Well, I don't know though. Like, I don't know what you would fully consider. It's more or less like a liquidation center where like a bunch of Amazon shit that gets like that gets lost or whatever. Where is the city? Is it this one? Yeah. Ooh, a pet house. Oh. Hmm. I've always liked apartments. Why does Vlad live here? What? I didn't know that. Why can't I live here? Oh, I would just have to evict them? Oh shit. Evict. Hmm. Maybe that was a bad idea. And we didn't have to pay for it. Oops. Well, oh well. Um, but I go to, oh, by the way, I have a little bit of ADHD. So if my stories are a little bit scattered, and my brain is a little bit scattered, that is why. So it's hard for me to stay on one topic at a time. But anyway,